For an Otome with such phenomenal talent behind it, Illusion of Itehari is a hot mess. Like, what happened here? My name is Naja B, aka Blurty Otome, and this is my review of Illusion of Itehari. Created as a joint venture between Tis Creation and Broccoli under their female-oriented game brand Liko-Bits, Illusion of Itehari boasts some of the most seasoned Otome veterans and recent escapees of Otome as part of its team. And yet, this game just fumbled the bag so hard, it's crazy! I really wanted to like this game, but it was just not doing it for me. Illusion of Itehari snatches the steampunk aesthetic from Code Realized in Steam Prison and marries it with the immersive world building and lore of Olympia Soiree, with the beautiful character designs of Riri of Pio Fiore fame to create a uniquely confused fantasy romance experience. Illusion of Itehari is set in the titular Itehari, a floating steam-powered utopia that was originally a part of the surface, but the land was plagued by natural disasters, so a hot foreigner used his vast steampunk knowledge to raise the city up into the sky, and it's just been floating up there ever since, like something out of a Ghibli movie. Because they have been isolated for so long, Itehari has developed its own unique culture and social structure that is heavily based on social status. Think the color-based hierarchy of Olympia Soiree, but with nobility. The heroine of the game, Hinagi-ku, is a young noblewoman who wants adventure in the great wide somewhere. And she gets just that when she's saved from an assassin by Yashiro, a hot amnesiac. Their chance encounter sets in motion events that will change their lives forever and pulls Hinagi-ku into a journey that will challenge her views on the so-called utopia she calls home. Y'all know the drill. Along the way, Hinagi-ku will grow closer with 5 men: Tobari, the bad boy your mama warned you about, Aoyuki, her combat butler, Yori, an ass a corrupt cop, Tsuyukaza, a fantasy mechanic, and Yashiro, the obligatory disappointing Otome locked route. With so many tasty morsels, where do we start? Well, don't worry, the game forces your hand a bit, as only Tobari and Aoyuki are available at the start of the game. But that's okay, because their routes will single-handedly spoil Tsuyukaza's, Yori's, and Yashiro's routes for you, getting rid of all that pesky mystery and pacing that was really bogging down the Otome genre. The writers were just so forward-thinking. While the plot is all over the place, I did really enjoy most of the characters. Tsuyukaza delivers on the soft, cute childhood friend romance, and Tobari is so ridiculously confident that it's kind of sexy. Aoyuki is a simp who would literally kill for Hinagi-ku, and if you're into the intense pining of forbidden romance, you'll love him. Yori is a Disney villain. The man is the ultimate red flag, and he stays a red flag the entire game. I know some of y'all are into that toxic shit, so y'all are definitely gonna be salivating over this man. He's the perfect villain. And then there's Yashiro. I'm gonna be real, I have nothing really to say about him. He is 1000% a nothing burger of a character. Alright, so what y'all really are here for? The romance. Romance is the main draw of any Otome game, but the romance in Illusion of Itehari is just kind of okay. I honestly was not really invested in any of the romances between Hinagi-ku and the love interest. There were no doki dokis. I wasn't giggling and kicking my feet. I felt nothing. And while that is largely due to the fact that there's entirely too much going on in these routes to focus on romance in the first place, there really just wasn't enough time to really flesh out the romances because there's just so much going on. And any romantic moments we did get felt rushed or out of place in the larger narrative. And it's such a shame because they have these really fantastic characters, and I was really looking forward to the romance in this story, but it just fell flat for me. While overall the romance wasn't really doing it for me, I will say that some of the side stories do get a little steamy. The one that lives rent-free in my head is Aoyuki's, because we get some really delicious smut in that one. And it comes with a delicious CG. But I do want to note that despite my dislike of Yori, he's a little freak. And he definitely delivers on the belligerent sexual tension in his route. So if you're into it, that's the route for you. So my final thoughts on Illusion of Itehari. I really wanted to love Illusion of Itehari. It literally has elements from some of my favorite Otome games. And don't get me wrong, this is a beautiful game. Riri's art is a delight, a feast for the eyes, and the live 2D animation is such a fun feature to have in an Otome. It really brings these characters to life. But when you look beyond the impressive team and the gorgeous visuals, this game is a hot mess. Instead of really honing in on the characters and their stories, the writers get caught up in the minutia of the world they created, leaving players to contend with bloated routes filled to the brim with meaningless plot points that don't really do anything for the larger narrative. And it's absolutely maddening how the writers spoil their own story by revealing key character details about the locked love interests in the first 2 routes of the game. It really ruins the overall experience when you know so much about the story and the characters up front. And it's because of this, Illusion of Itehari is a very middle of the road Otome experience, which is a shame because there was so much potential here. There were some really cool ideas presented in the story that really could have been amazing if the writers had cut down their vision just a smidge and really honed in and focused on the characters. Instead of trying to throw everything at the board and hoping that something would stick. This game was such a disappointment because there was so much hype around it and it could have been so good. I'm so disappointed. Like, I don't like giving bad reviews, but this one hurt, guys. This one really hurt. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of Illusion of Itehari? Are you gonna pick it up? Or is this going to be on your pass list? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel and go like and check out some of my other content. All right, guys, bye. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and let me know what you think down in the comments section. And if you want to see more content from me, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any new uploads. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods, and I'll catch you in the next video.